I really felt making this proposal that I was proposing something as an older artist, as an older dance artist in particular. Both kept saying, like, this might be the last time we ever dance. So I thought, that's new.
I have a thread that exists through my work where I'm really interested in intimacy, and I'm really interested in how two people connect or come together.
I mean, it's interesting in that I've kind of gone back and forth between theater and buildings and theater. I'm certainly missing, formal theater spaces right now.
What is maybe different for Bridge Over Troubled Water is that I'm not working with primarily dancers.
This feels like a great time to come back to, an ancient story. So I'm coming back to an old story in a new way, in a time that isn't like any other time.
I think the biggest thing personally that I had to adapt to was the loss of things that I was really looking forward to, that I really wanted to participate in.
Back in, January and February of 2020, I had a full summer of things booked.
To let that go and to practice this idea of release is still challenging.
I've been having to pivot with funding cuts for years and years. The cuts have been happening, and artists younger than me who don't see funding, who definitely should be seeing funding, their work is amazing.
It's been amazing watching the world, the theater world, try to adapt.
And artistically, I think it's been a lot of reimagining what artistic projects can look like, but trying to find the solution that doesn't feel like a complete compromise.
The word pivot actually became a buzzword around how artists were supposed to respond to COVID back in, I was seeing it showing up in April. I guess I see it in the context of late capitalism. Everybody who's trying to push things that are not human beings gathering in real time together.
What my work is always about, no matter what the subject of the piece is, whether it's a, silly panto or a, deep drama, is about people together.
So Bridge Over Troubled Water, I think, is asking some really interesting questions. How would you describe this time to the next generation?
All of those feelings that I'm not sure that we have culturally had a place to feel, to process, to express. I'm hoping that as individuals, that will be an experience.
I hope people find it funny and a bit cathartic. I think in the art world, we're all taking it very, very, very seriously. I think we're taking it more seriously than a lot of sectors. And so we're allowed to also go, oh my God, this is so hard.
I want audiences to be open and to also consider how they might answer the questions that I'm proposing.
Part of this piece is that we will actually also I'll be actually making masks. At the same time as we were sort of getting out our grief, we were coming together as a community to practically do something to help other people.
I find myself giggling away at certain things. I find them quite funny.
Touch and intimacy and the connections that two people make when sharing space. When I proposed this work, I reached out to people that I knew were both artists and had been living together or are still living together.
That aha moment, if I get to work with Peyton, I get to, make use of this piece.
Ryan and I have been dancing. That's how we met. He was just super easy to work with. He's wonderful to be on stage with. I've always really enjoyed dancing with Ryan. So yeah, my collaborators would be my other point of delight, I would say.
The most exciting part of making this work has been just to witness and craft and be inside of touch and intimacy again in ways that feed me as an artist and inspire me as a human being.
And for me, that was an enjoyable surprise.
Thank you for doing this interview.